Hello everybody! Today I'm going to be talking about a foundation that I've recently tried. It launched in mid-January this year and it's by Chanel, and it is this. Perfection Lumiere it's called, and I absolutely love it. As you know, I do test lots and lots of different foundations. This is me without makeup and I look horrific. And so I always want perfect skin, perfect coverage. My skin is quite dry, but yet I get quite a lot of blemishes, as you can see here. So I do love the Revlon Colour Stay, and I always come back to using that. But I wanted to try something that would give me a bit more of a glow. And I think it's really hard to find a foundation out there that gives a glow yet good coverage, but I have found it, and it is this. So it's 15-hour wear, which is brilliant, long wear, flawless fluid makeup. So it's perfect for if you're busy like me and working all day and don't have time to retouch your makeup. So I wore this yesterday, applied it at about 7:30 in the morning, and it was definitely still going strong well into sort of 9 o'clock at night. It's just amazing. So I was just going to show you on camera what it looks like and how I apply it. So all I've got on my face at the moment is some moisturiser, and I use the Oilatum Natural Repair Cream, which is amazing. It acts as a really nice primer as well. So just excuse my hair tied back and everything. So I give it a good shake, and I put 2 or 3 pumps on the back of my hand. Now the shade I'm using today is shade 50 beige. There's a colour range, quite a good colour range actually. Anything ending in a 0 is neutral, which is what I want to go for, and anything ending in a 2 has got like a pink tint to it. But the highest that goes up to is 42, which is like a shade lighter than I am, so it wasn't quite suitable anyway. I find that this is quite a good colour. I've read a lot of reviews saying that it turns orangey as the day goes on and it looks really orange and unnatural, but I haven't found that at all. So yes, on the skin it looks kind of orange on the back of your hand, but as you know, back of the hand doesn't really give a true reflection of what it looks like on your face. So I use a foundation brush. This one is actually from Primark for £1, and it is one of the best foundation brushes I've ever come across. So I just sort of stroke on the back of my hand here, and I start with my forehead, and I start in the centre, and I sort of brush up and out. So it goes on really nice, almost like a moisturiser. It feels very nourishing, very soft, and it's giving a really nice glow, as hopefully you can see. Just apply that like so. Then I just get a tiny little bit more that I just put around the eyebrows and around the side of the face there. You only need a little bit there, really, I say. Okay, then I get a little bit more and I start sort of feathering it on the bridge of my nose and in the corners of the eyes. A little bit more to get around my nose here. The smell of the foundation is absolutely gorgeous. It smells quite perfumey and floral, and ordinarily I would avoid that in a foundation, especially with having sensitive skin, because I would think it would aggravate it, but it doesn't. It just feels really luxurious and nice. So then I go around the lips here, and the way I apply this foundation, as you can see, is just short sort of feathery strokes, and I always start in the centre of my face and sort of feather it out like that. Get a bit more, and then this is where I get a lot of blemishes, so I sort of pay quite a bit of attention here, and I sort of do a little bit of dabbing as well as feathering, because then you're sort of pressing the foundation into your skin. So you can see I've got quite a blemish there, and I'm just going to go over that with the foundation so you can see that it is really good coverage. It doesn't look cakey at all, which is something I love, because there's quite a few foundations that give good coverage, but they can sort of make your spots look more obvious, I think, because they cake it on. And it's natural to still have a bit of discoloration on the skin. I think that's fine, but you know, so long as it covers the redness. So then I go along the jawline with just ever such a slight bit of foundation on the face. Obviously I want it to colour match, and it does, and I don't really apply makeup on my neck. So what I've got here is there's hardly any foundation on this brush. It's just to sort of blend it in and to make sure that, you know, everything looks the same colour. So like I said, there's no foundation on this brush now, it's just simply to blend it all in. Then I get some more and I start on this side of the face. So I start on the jawline and I go down like this and get a little bit more, and I just slowly sort of build my way up towards the eye area. So I do tend to take quite a bit of time on applying the foundation, just because my complexion is the most important part of my makeup routine for me. But you will find that, you know, rather than just applying it quickly if you think with your fingertips or a sponge or just rushing it, you get such a different coverage. So now you can see I'm just sort of dabbing this around. Excuse me. Then I get an ever such a tiny bit, and I do apply a little bit on the eyes. Only a tiny amount, and just slowly dab it. And this is just for me, just to make sure that everything's the same colour. And then I get a little bit more and just have a look at my face and see if there's anything that needs covering. So I do get a lot of blemishes here, so I'm just going to dab there. And hopefully, oops, you can see, so this area here, all my eye and all here doesn't have any foundation on, but this side does. So you can see it's really natural and it gives a really nice coverage. So I'll just do this side, then I'm finished. So I just put that on my jawline and work my way up. Everyone applies foundation different. This is just how I've always done it, and it works for me. And I find that the 3 pumps is just enough for me. So I'm trying to think what else I can say about it really. You can see it gives a nice glow, yet it covers. It genuinely does last for the 15 hours that it claims. I don't need to retouch it throughout the day. I just think it's amazing. So then I'm just getting a little bit more and putting it around my eye like I said before. Excuse me, I should have brought a drink. I'm very tickly cough today. So, I've left with just a tiny little bit on my hand, and I don't want to waste it. So then I sort of step back from the mirror in natural daylight and just dab on where I want a little bit more. I really love the colour of this. I think it's very natural. It matches me perfectly, does the shade 50, and like I say, there is a really good range of colours to choose from. I love this foundation so much, it's just made me want to try all the different Chanel sort of face, well, the skincare and the powders and blushes and everything, but it is on the expensive side. So this foundation was £36 from Debenhams, but you know, you're only using 3 pumps a day, and some people may choose just to use this for special occasions, so I think it's worth it. So there you go, that's the finished look, and that's how I apply it. So I'll just come a little bit closer so you can see. So it gives a nice glow, really even coverage. When I started, I had a very dark red spot here, I had a spot on my lip there, and quite a few blemishes around here, and as you can see it's just covered those completely. And you know, the trick to that is just put one layer on, and then you can get a little bit more as you saw me doing, and just dab like so, just to press the foundation in. And that's it. I usually use a setting powder because I like things to stay. The lady at the counter advised that I wouldn't need one, and I was a little bit nervous, but I trusted her. And she was right, you don't need a powder with this. It actually gives, once it's set for about 2 or 3 minutes, a powdery finish to it. So I think powder would just make it look cakey. And that's it, really. Just an amazing foundation. Perfection Lumiere, lasts like 15 hours, gorgeous coverage, love it. So I'm going to finish this video now, and I'm going to do a separate video which is talking about their bronzer for the face and their eyeshadows, their long wear eyeshadows. I'm going to apply those in white and nude now. Okay, thank you for watching.